Big time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh, my
goodness.
homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the rivalry is renewed as the Knox Redskins Baseball Club hosts the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. This is Indiana High School Baseball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, our sports analyst, it's Kevin Hannon. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to Redskin Baseball Field in Knox, Indiana 46534. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of KVB Sports on WKVI.com, streaming throughout the world. As we get ready for our fifth spring broadcast of the 2026 season, we have talked with both head coaches of the Knox Redskins, Dustin Waters and Alvin Harper of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays on the Saturday Sports Line. Of course, when we look at the Redskins, head coach Dustin Waters and his team started their season against Couts, a very good Couts team. They fell 11-3. That was on April 6th. They then traveled to Washington Township and won 8-0. They traveled to Winnemac and lost 10-0. We saw them last week beat cross-county foe Oregon Davis 12-2 in 5 innings. The next night, we saw them fall to South Central 12-4. Then they beat conference opponent John Glenn this past Friday 7-5 as the Redskins come into this matchup, this rivalry matchup at 3-3 on the year and 1-0 in Indiana Northern State Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Donovan Wittes leads the team with a .455 average. Right behind him is Kane Weber, right at a .375, and then rounding out the top three is Justin Downs, averaging a .312 at the plate. As a whole, the Redskins have a .267 batting average with an on-base percentage of .418. They have 40 hits, 34 runs, and 24 runs batted in through the first 5 games. Looking at the pitching for the Redskins, they have used 6 different arms through the 38.1 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 6.03. They have allowed 50 hits, 40 runs, and have struck out their opponents 41 times. With us this evening, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, we are honored to have sports analyst Kevin Hannon on the call. Your thoughts on the Redskins coming into this afternoon?
Well, we've seen them, and they've had good moments. They've had some bad moments, but they're improved over how they've been in the past. It'd be good. We've seen them play some rivalry games. They played Oregon Davis. We've seen them now play North Judson. We've seen them play South Central, who I would still say is a little bit of a rivalry just due to the location. But they do a lot of good things. They hit the ball well. They have pitched well at times. We'll see as the season moves on. Still got the meat of the schedule to go. They're pitching depth, so we'll get a look at that tonight as they plan on using a lot of different people up there.
Yeah, they're taking on their rival, their historic rival, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, and we go ahead and turn the page and look at them. Head coach Alvin Harper in his second year already leading the Jays. They started their season on April 7th, falling to count 17-1. They then beat their other cross-county rival, Oregon Davis, in back-to-back games, 8-2 in Game 1 and 13-2 in Game 2. They then fell to Triton in back-to-back games, 13-9 in Game 1 and 4-1 in Game 2. Much better game there in Game 2. They had a doubleheader last night against Cass and another conference opponent. They lost both games. This was a tough one for the Jays to swallow. 24-2 in Game 1, 17-0 in Game 2 as the Jays come into this matchup at 2-5 on the year and 2-4 in HNAC play. When it comes to hitting, Asen Harper leads this team with a .450 batting average up to this point. Right behind him is Brody Bridegroom, the senior, hitting right at a .304. And then rounding out the top three is Doug Reed. He's averaging .286 at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .221 batting average with an on-base percentage of .352. They have 36 hits, 34 runs, and 18 runs batted in up to this point. And then looking at the pitching for the Jays, they have used 8 different arms through the 39.2 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating. I'm sure Coach Harper will want to tighten this one up as the season goes on. An ERA of 9.35. They have allowed 73 hits, 79 runs. That's tough. And have struck out their opponents 31 times. While it's been a tough start for the Blue Jays, I guess you come into this rivalry matchup getting your teeth kicked in. They may be fired up today.
Sure, and that's tough on anybody. You play a Monday night doubleheader, and I'm going to assume they played that at Caston because they had lights down there. But that's tough. Monday night, and you're going to throw your better guys against a conference opponent, and then to come off just playing Triton the weekend before, that schedule in the HNAC can get a little brutal.
Well, and then they come into this rivalry matchup. I'm sure they're going to be ready to go. You kind of talked about this in the past. Records kind of go out the window in a game like this because it's all for bragging rights, even though it's not a conference matchup.
It is. And, North Judson's starting a freshman on the mound, Aiden Selmer. And, I've know a lot about Aiden as I had him as an elementary student throughout his first 4 years here at least. And Aiden's a kid that loves baseball, just travel ball junkie, watches it, talks it. So he's going to get on the mound today, and he's going to know what he's doing. I've never seen him pitch live in a game, but this will be fun tonight.
Well, we are expecting another great afternoon of IHSAA baseball rivalry action. We certainly appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors. As the Pulaski Coach Hannon here was taking a sip of Coke. How's that feeling taste?
Well, I thought I saw a camera out there getting a picture of me, so I thought I better do a product shot right there.
He took a swig right as I said, taste the feeling. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. You're getting good at this, Coach. You're getting real good at this.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back for our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
I appreciate you, John. Shout out to him in Tampa, Florida. As the Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963, we certainly appreciate them supporting local high school sports. We are very lucky to say no injuries to report today, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Last week, Miles McLaughlin was out due to sickness. The great great athlete we will see out onto the field today. So very excited to see Eminem out there playing here on the diamond. Stay tuned as we will hear from Alvin Harper of the Jays and Dustin Waters of the Skins after the break in the Marion University's Ancilla College Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
Welcome into the Marion University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the Knox Redskins, Dustin Waters. You don't have to tell the guys much in a game like this, a cross-county battle against the Blue Jays. They're struggling right now, so it seems like the Redskins need to be on attack maybe tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. We've got a long week this week, another long week next week, making up some rainouts and whatnot. So we want to get up early, stay ahead, play ahead, and hopefully win the rivalry game.
Yeah, we talked a little bit earlier, pitch count, maybe want to keep an eye on some of the guys. What's something you're looking at on the mound from them?
No walks. Let's play defense behind us. I don't think we need to go out and try to blow the doors off of anybody. We need to play solid defense because we've got a lot more innings to pitch this week. We've got Thursday, Friday, 2 on Saturday, then we come back on Monday with a makeup game, and there's a lot of innings in the next few days, and we've got to make sure that we maximize our efficiency on the mound and efficiency on defense. So that's the plan.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it. Good luck in the rivalry.
Thank you.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marion University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marion University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marion and beyond. Find out more about Marion University's Ancilla College through our website at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
Welcome back to the Marion University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the North Judson-San Blue Jays, Alvin Harper. Coach, you don't have to say much to the guys in a rivalry battle like this. Redskins playing good ball right now. What do you need to see from your Jays?
I just need to see us getting better, and being more aggressive. We're way too passive right now.
Yeah, coming off of a tough doubleheader against Caston last night, maybe that woke the Jays up?
Yeah, it woke us up, but we seen what a really good team does when they hit the ball. They pounded us pretty good.
Well, Coach, I appreciate it. Good luck in this rivalry.
Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Okay, as we get set for Indiana High School baseball rivalry action, what are your Surf Internet keys to the game as a North Judson-San Blue Jay coach?
Well, I think my keys to the game for North Judson's come out here and, try to be aggressive, try to get back on track. Coach had talked about just playing aggressive baseball, and we'll see that whether it's on the bases, whether we see it in the at-bats. So that's going to be the key for them.
Surf Internet keys to the game for the Redskins.
you use a lot of pitchers in one game, and that can be a good thing if they're all on, but the odds of them all being on, I guess it'll be, hopefully his team will perform the plan he wants on the mound and use multiple guys.
That is our Surf Internet keys to the game. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
More people are switching to Surf Internet because they've had enough with slow speeds, rising bills, and internet that struggles when everyone is online. Here's what your neighbors Anita and Anthony had to say after they switched.
Great value, awesome speeds, and zero issues.
We should have switched sooner.
Switching is easy. Plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, with free installation, all-in pricing, and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Redskins in the field to start today, we will see Keegan Everidge in left field, Miles McLaughlin in center field, Brady Ford in right field. The infield shows Kane Weber at third, Justin Downs at second, Connor Leinhardt at first, Oakley Carbine is the shortstop, Donovan Wittes behind home plate is the catcher, and Xavier Boyd gets the call to start on the mound in this one for the Skins. For the Jays, their batting order shows the catcher, Brody Bridegroom, leading off, then shortstop, Doug Reed, center fielder, Asen Harper, and then the left fielder, Aiden Christensen. As the cleanup hitter, batting fifth will be the first baseman, Brad Urzik, then right fielder Andrew Chambers, pitcher Aiden Selmer, bats seventh, third baseman Brody Benson, third baseman is at the 8 slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see the second baseman Anthony Roberts. That is our LAP Waste starting lineups for today. We'll be back to get set for the first pitch.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
The team at LAP Waste is ready to serve you. Here's Honey Lamer.
Yes, we are so blessed at LAP Waste. We have been able to expand our staffing, and we have some amazing drivers, office help. We are just absolutely blessed in the group that we currently have.
Kirby Anderson, how does someone reach out to LAP to become a customer?
It's real simple. They can either email lapwaste@yahoo.com, and then we will get in contact with them, or they can call the office at 574-542-4019.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Knox, Indiana, welcome to broadcast number 5 of our 2026 spring sports season to see the Knox Redskins host the North Judson-San Blue Jays. The rivalry is renewed. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on KVB's WKVI. We are proud to let you know the public address announcer today at Redskin Baseball Field is Javelin Norm. The scoreboard operator is also Javelin. Our umpires for this evening are Jay Miller and Scott Summers. With us tonight, we are honored to have former longtime area baseball head coach Kevin Hannon on the call to decipher the play in which we will describe for you. And like I said, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School baseball rivalry action from Knox, Indiana. Keeping an eye on the radar here, Coach. It's looking like rain may be headed our way.
It does. It looks like we got a little line coming from the northwest. Looks like, well, it depends on how close the future is. 5:30, 6 o'clock. So we'll see. Play ball.
If there's no lightning, we play on, right?
We do, as long as everything's playable.
Well, on the mound, we do see Xavier Boyd throwing to Donovan Wittes, and up to bat first for the North Judson-San Blue Jays. We do see Brody Bridegroom, the senior. Remember him as a freshman. It's kind of crazy how time has flown, but baseball's his favorite sport, the right-handed hitter, and he's grown up the last several years.
Yeah, he was a freshman, a key player on the Judson team back then, and that was when I was still coaching, so...
Played football, tore his ACL a couple of seasons ago, but baseball is where his love is. He's just an all-around athlete. Helped athletic director Mike Sharkozy is one of his go-to guys that helping out, getting things going for the field behind the scenes. And we've seen him, of course, in the basketball season helping athletic director Sharkozy as he goes ahead and steps in for the first pitch from Xavier Boyd, which we know he's the ace for the Redskins, Coach.
Yep. He sure is.
Grounder right to short, bobbled. And that will allow Bridegroom to get to first safely.
Yeah, ball, any ground ball not hit real well, the infielders have to come and get it here. And he attacked it, played it off the side with one hand, and it hit that back edge of the grass and just took a bad hop. So that could be however you want to score it, single error. I'm sure Coach will give him an error, so we're going to E6 on that one.
Well, next up, we see the shortstop, Doug Reed. Remember him the last couple years. He's played very well for the Jays as well.
Yeah, their first 4 or 5 guys are pretty common names that have been involved here in the past few years.
Comes in today at .286 batting average, the right-handed hitter to face Boyd, who's only thrown one pitch. Seconds up top and inside to Reed with Bridegroom on first. Boyd checks Bridegroom, deals the 1-0. In at the hands up top, ball 2.
And I think here we'll get an idea of what Coach Harper was talking about being aggressive in his pregame talk. We'll see how aggressive they are with Bridegroom here. See if he looks to steal.
Next pitch. Swung on. Grounded to third. Kane Weber to 2. They tried to get the double play, but not in time, and that allows Reed to get to first safely.
Yeah, Reed gets to first on a fielder's choice. Bridegroom's put out 5-4 at second base.
But Bridegroom staying in at 2. And here comes head coach Dustin Waters to have a word with the infield umpire saying, we got him.
Well, here we go. First inning, my scorecard's all messed up already. I'm going to have to start over. The only thing he can be saying is, Downs was coming from second base full speed to get the throw from Weber. They must be saying that he was already across the bag when he caught the ball. So that is what they're saying. So then that goes down as an E4. So back-to-back errors get the Blue Jays in business here in the first.
So Bridegroom safe at 2 in scoring position. With no outs, it's a chopper to third. To Kane Weber slips through his glove, and that'll load the bases up as Asen Harper gets on base.
Baseball is the funniest game ever. All 3 balls hit about the same speed. All 3 balls end up in Redskin errors, and bases are loaded here with nobody out.
And what a stride by head coach Dustin Waters, walking to the mound to talk to his infield right now. This is not the start the Redskins wanted.
This is not the meeting on the mound. You don't want to have a live mic out there right now because there's not a lot of nice words being said.
So with the bases juiced, the Jays shocking Redskin Nation right now. This will bring up Aiden Christensen, the left fielder, with no outs.
And here's another thing. For those of you that don't watch a lot of baseball, if you're watching a baseball game and you see either coach without his hat on during the game, you know that things aren't going well for that coach.
Does not want lips to be red. Boyd to deal to Christensen. He swings on the first option. It'll go foul down the right field line for an 0-1 count. Christensen, a 143 average, his 16th appearance on the season. He has 1 RBI coming into this afternoon, so what an opportunity for him here.
Yeah, big spot here early in the game.
0-1. Up high.
And it's not like Xavier Boyd's out there struggling. He's about ready to throw his 7th pitch of the inning, already to his 4th batter. There's another.
And it'll stay fair. Wow. So luck is on the Jays' side right now. Little hopper short towards the third base.
Yeah, just you couldn't have walked out there and set it down any better. Just a swinging bunt, stops rolling right on the line, no play for anybody. So that goes as an RBI single for Aiden Christensen.
So it's 1-0, the Jays lead. The head umpire is now talking with the infield umpire. Are they saying they thought it went foul?
I don't know. There's not umpires at each base, so that's got to be the home plate ump's call.
So the Jays will strike first here. And we kind of talked about it in the Coca-Cola pregame show. You get beat up by Caston last night in the doubleheader, leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, and we've talked about it the 2 games we had last week. If you put the bat on the ball, things can happen in this game, and that's right now what the Jays are doing.
Grounded a third. Kane Weber had it in his glove, but he couldn't quite bring it in, and that allows another run to cross here.
Yeah, that's just an error on Kane Weber at third base. So anything that can go wrong is going wrong right now for the Redskins here in the top of the first.
Doug Reed will cross home plate 2-0. That is getting to first.
And again, if I've been around this game a long time, and it never fails.
Ooh, no. And Boyd will bean Andrew Chambers, so another run will cross.
You see things in this game that you don't see every day. It's incredible.
So now 3-0, the Jays are leading.
And that goes down as an RBI hit by pitch for Andrew Chambers.
We're at the 7th slot with no outs. It's Aiden Selmer who we'll see on the mound in the bottom half. Swung on by Selmer.
And he's going to dunk one into left field for an RBI base hit.
Oh, my goodness. And bringing a run across is Aiden Christensen. So the Jays come out hot here against their rival, the Redskins.
Yeah, just putting the bat on the ball. So that makes it 3-0, RBI single for Aiden Selmer, and the line keeps moving.
Base is still loaded here. We'll have a pinch runner, a courtesy
runner down there
for the pitcher Selmer. That will be can't quite see the number from here.
11, number 11,
which is Orrin Ball. So the base is loaded, nobody out. The Jays have brought 4 runs across here in the top of the first.
Still nobody out here. We're looking to. Right now, the Redskins just need to, make a simple play, breathe a minute here, game's not over by any means. Just make the simple plays.
Ooh. Boyd will step off the bump here, facing Brody Benson for his first appearance. We're in the 8 slot already. Boyd to deliver. And he will hit Brody Benson. That one slipped away from Boyd. So, like Coach said, everything right now going wrong for the Redskins in a shocking way. And here comes Coach Waters.
I think we're going to see him go to the bullpen here.
This got out of hand quickly. 5 runs have crossed in the top of the first. And we will see the number 9 hitter, Anthony Roberts, up the bat with no outs.
Well, I don't think he is going to make a pitching change. And, you know, after the 2 hit by pitches, I noticed Xavier Boyd out there on the mound. He looked in at the dugout, and I don't know if something just doesn't feel right, but he didn't look like everything was 100%.
It looks like they'll bring in Oakley Carbine and swap him from shortstop with Boyd. And we saw Oakley last week against the Oregon Davis Bobcats, a good win for him.
Yeah, he's had a lot of experience on the mound. He's probably, I would say he's their number 2 early on. So Judson got number 1 out of the game. Now they're going to work on being aggressive on their number 2. And we're seeing, I know it's a long way away out in center field, but I'm kind of surprised the umpires aren't seeing the same lightning that I'm seeing from up here.
Way off into the distance.
It is a long way away, but, you know, they have, with those apps, they can tell.
So Carbine will warm up. We started with Xavier Boyd, who had a 4.31 ERA. Allowed 5 runs to cross in the top of the first. Carbine, a 6.52 ERA. It'll be his 4th appearance this season. So kind of in a situation right now, if you're Carbine with no outs here, you're kind of being thrown in saying, we need something now.
Tough spot. You just need strikes. Xavier Boyd didn't do, he did 2 things wrong. He hit 2 guys. And when the way Judson was putting pressure on him to make defensive plays, those are 2 mistakes you should be able to work around. But the mistakes have been all around the infield here. And then the 2 hits, one was a blooper over the third baseman's head down the left field line, and one was a 20-foot swinging bunt that stopped on the paint line. So just things haven't gone the way the Redskins hoped they would here in the first.
He'll face Anthony Roberts, the number 9 hitter, sophomore, comes in at a 100 average. His 11th appearance this season, first pitch offered is a ball. Redskins weren't able to get the first game against John Glenn in last Thursday. That is a conference opponent, but they did win 7-5 against John Glenn on Friday. And I think they thought maybe coming into this game, looking at the Jays' record, they were going to have a good time. But so far, the Jays have said, not in this rivalry battle, fellas.
Yeah, this is one of those in this rivalry you can't base what's going to happen today on what happened in the last 2 weeks. So, no way. I've seen too many of them.
2-0 from Carbine to Roberts. Finds the zone, low and away. Finds that lower corner, and that's a good spot. Carbine, the 2-1. Finds the zone. Nobody out. Bases loaded, 5-0. The Jays have really pounced on the Redskins here. The 2-2. Slicer right to Boyd at short. They'll turn for the double play. Nope. He'll underhand toss to Justin Downs to get the advancing run to 2. But crossing another run, it looks like that's number 10 for the Jays. Oren Ball, the courtesy runner. So now it's 6-0 the Jays lead.
6-0 and 1 out.
So back to the top of the batting order here for the Jays for his second plate appearance in the top of the first, and calling timeout right before Carbine to throw his bridegroom, little senior playing with him there.
He is, and right now, Oakley's out there on the mound kind of shaking his head like, what's going on here? He was starting to get in a rhythm, and now that's senior little gamesmanship right there.
Bridegroom, we didn't get a chance to talk about it at his first appearance. He comes in today a 304 average. It's his 27th appearance of the season, second today, and he'll take the first pitch from Carbine. Taking two, standing in safely, is Anthony Roberts, the sophomore. So now 2 in scoring position for the Jays. They lead 6-0 with 1 out.
1 out, yep.
Next pitch. Pop foul right back to the Jays dugout. And if you're the Jays, this is the moment right now. You do not want to let this in to keep it going because
absolutely. Every run's going to matter here in an hour or so. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of every opportunity.
Carbine takes the sign. He'll deal to Bridegroom. And he'll miss up top. The next offering finds the zone. Two-two count from Carbine to Bridegroom. Has 4 RBIs on the season. He pops this one up. Foul out of play over our heads.
Oh, that's
right at the
fence.
Don't
like
here.
To see that. It lands on the dirt on the warning track, and you didn't have a whole lot of effort there of
trying to track it down.
Of the defensive team trying to track it down. Everybody just kind of watched it.
2-2. Back to left field, and it'll go foul. Short dribblers and nice bloopers is how the Jays have gotten this lead.
Probably the best hit ball was Bridegroom's ground ball to short in the first inning that got all this started. It was the only one that was really hit relatively hard.
He'll swing on the next offered
there
pitch.
It is again.
Another blooper to right field, and that will bring another run across. So an RBI single for Bridegroom. He will bring Orrin Ball home. I thought he already came home. That was Andrew Chambers, I think, earlier who brought one across. So now Orrin Ball, the courtesy runner, will bring one across. It's now 7-0 the Jays lead. Wow. And I think the Redskins are shocked right now.
Yeah, they're this is one where if you could take a timeout as a coach, I think you would. But, yeah, they're just not. Looks like they took a hard shot right in the chin.
Strike called, and Bridegroom will go ahead and take 2. So 2 in scoring position, and the Jays are being very aggressive here. This is Doug Reed for his second appearance today.
Yeah, he reached on an error back in the first inning. Back in the first inning.
We're still in the top of the first.
Earlier in the first inning.
He'll pop the next pitch foul. Reed, 2 RBIs coming into this afternoon. He has an on-base percentage of .545, so he gets on base. Carbine likes the sign. Delivers.
That one should be caught.
And it is at first, keeping the runners at bay. Good snag there by
Connor Leonard.
Connor Leinhardt, yes.
So now we have 2 outs, and Ace and Harper coming up here to really try to leave his mark on this long first inning.
And if I'm not mistaken, he did good at his first appearance there earlier.
Yeah, he reached on an error back in the first ball that got by,
that's
got
what
by
that
Weber.
One. Yep, down the third base line. Swings on the first offered pitch. Chopper to Weber. He throws over to first to get the out. He will get it. And that will finally get the Redskins out of the inning. But
7 runs on 3 hits, 2 runners left on base.
7-0. The Blue Jays lead their historic cross-county rival, the Knox Redskins. We'll see how they respond after this.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. It's the historic cross-county battle that nobody misses between the Knox Redskins and the North Judson-San Blue Jays. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. 7-0. The Jays lead. Tough start for the Skins, Coach.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Couple hit by pitches, errors defensively on ground balls, and then the base hits. None of them were hit hard, but they all count. And the Jays were able to get 7 across.
Well, leading things off for the Redskins is Brady Fort, and pitching on the mound for the Jays is a freshman here.
It's Aiden Selmer, and I talked about him a little bit in pregame, but he was a former Knox elementary student of mine, and he a kid that loves baseball, talks, breathes baseball, and he will know what he's doing up there on the mound. I've never been able to watch him in a live game, but he's played a lot.
Right-handed pitcher comes in with the best ERA on this team right now with a 1.75, his third appearance on the season. Fort, Brady, a good leadoff man for the Redskins. His batting average coming into this afternoon is a .231. His 20th appearance of the season. He has 3 hits coming into today. He's brought 6 runs across, and he'll step in, right-handed hitter to face the right-handed pitcher. Selmer to deal the first pitch for the Jays in the bottom of the first. It's a short little hit to second and bobbled there by the second baseman. That's Anthony Roberts. He couldn't quite get a glove on it.
No, it's not a how-to defensive video so far today in an inning and in part of an inning, but hopefully they figure this out.
Next up, Miles McLaughlin. First time we've seen him this season. We were here last week for a couple of Redskins games, but he was out due to sickness, and here's the first offer pitch, ripped back to left field, at the fence, and being told to go home from first is Brady Fort, standing in with an RBI double is Miles McLaughlin. It only took one pitch that he liked.
Yeah, and it wasn't really the pitch was up in the strike zone, and he just tomahawked it right off the fence in front of the scoreboard.
Just an all-around athlete. And now we'll see one of his best friends, Kane Weber, to step in with McLaughlin in scoring position. 7-1, the Redskins bring one run across here in the bottom of the first. Weber will take the first offered pitch from Selmer. It's a called strike. Oh, 1 from Selmer. Missed up top. Looks like he's got a breaking ball there, Coach.
Yeah, I throw several different versions of breaking balls. I noticed as he was warming up before the inning, but been around the strike zone.
1-1. Tried the breaking ball again there. It misses outside. Next pitch. Outside. Good snag there by the catcher, Brody Bridegroom, the senior. So 3-1. 3-1 count.
Yeah, 3-1 count.
Misses, and he will walk Kane Weber. So 2-on-1 in scoring position. Nobody out here. The Redskins trying to respond from allowing 7 runs in the top of the first.
And we talked in the pregame, or I talked in the pregame about the impending weather, the line we see moving towards us, and I said, yeah, that should affect us in an hour or so in the later innings of this game. Well, in an hour or so, we're still going to be in the first inning here. But you can just see it getting darker and darker to the north.
Now we see Donovan Whittis, the cleanup hitter, and he has had a great start to the season. A .455 average, leads the team at the plate. He takes the first pitch from Selmer, misses for ball 1.
Yeah, both games we saw him last week. I think he was on base 4 times in the first game, and had several hits in game 2.
Swings on the next one. It's fouled off out of play. So a 1-1 count here. Whittis, a .632 on-base percentage, leads the team there. He has 4 RBIs coming into this afternoon, 5 hits, and he's brought 5 runs across himself. So here's the 1-1 from Selmer. Used the breaking ball and misses low. Sometimes it's hard to lay off.
Yeah,
those.
he's just missing with that pitch, and they could be. The umpire doesn't like where that's at, saying it's low, but it's got a lot of break to it.
Next one misses outside. 3-1. McLaughlin on 2 in scoring position. Weber on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And Whittis is in with a 3-1 count. Selmer to deal. And that one will miss. So that'll load the bases up here, and the Redskins responding in the bottom of the first here.
Yeah, Selmer had, it's funny. It plays on your mind a little bit. McLaughlin hits the ball off the fence, so now it gets in the freshman's mind that he can't throw anything over the middle. So now he's nibbling, and now he's walked the next 2 guys. So, it's baseball is a mental game for sure.
This will bring in Justin Downs for his first appearance this afternoon. Downs a .312 average, his 22nd appearance on the season. He has 2 RBIs, 5 hits, and he's brought 2 runs across. First pitch from Selmer, swing and a miss by Downs, strike 1. Next pitch, in at the hands, swung on and miss. Strike 2. Downs a .476 on-base percentage, so he can get on base here, but he's behind the count 0-2, and Selmer right to work. Chopper over the head. It will bring 1 run home. It's Miles McLaughlin, and being told to go home is also Kane Weber. So a 2 RBI single?
Yep, 2 RBI single for Downs.
So now 7-3. The Redskins are responding here. Brings in Xavier Boyd, the left-handed hitter, a .235 average, his 24th appearance on the season. He has 3 RBIs coming into this afternoon, 4 hits and 2 runs. First pitch from Selmer, swung on. It'll be a base hit back to right field. And being told to go home is Donovan Whittis. Nope, he's going to hold him. So that'll load the bases up.
Yeah, he didn't get the best break off of second base. The ball was hit in the air, and I don't know if he didn't pick it up, but anyway, you don't want to run into an out here at home, so he's going to stay safely at third.
And here comes a mound visit from head coach Alvin Harper. They don't want to allow this to get out of hand here early in the bottom of the first off that great start in the top half.
And he's going to the bullpen right away here on the first visit.
So both coaches will make pitching changes in the first inning.
Just when you have a plan, they say. You're going to pitch a lot of guys and get ready for your conference games later in the week. And it's funny how a plan goes.
Dallas Fletcher is the awaiting hitter. He's the designated hitter for the Redskins as Oakley Carbine started at short for him and then has been moved to the pitching duties. On the mound now for the Blue Jays is number 27. That's Brad Urzik, the junior.
I got one more thing to go in the category of things I've never seen before. I have never seen a baseball game where both starting pitchers didn't record an out.
Ever in your history?
Oh, I don't recall that.
Well, and like we said, in this matchup, you just throw everything out the window.
Yeah, you just never know.
Urzik, he's had a tough start this season, 1-2 coming into this afternoon, his 5th appearance. It'll tie Aiden Christensen with most appearance for the Jays this season. He has a 9.8 ERA. The right-handed pitcher, a very tall individual. Getting his warm-up pitches in. He'll see Dallas Fletcher here with the bases loaded and nobody out, like Coach just said. 7-3 is the score, where Blue Jay Nation thought, hey, we're starting this game strong. The Redskins have responded here well.
Yeah, they came out with a little fire in their bats, and they're doing it a little bit differently. They had 2 walks, but North Judson's not made multiple errors to allow this to happen. And the three base hits have all been hit pretty hard.
So Fletcher will step in here. And the first pitch from Urzik. Chopper to second. He'll get a hold of it, throw to first. He'll get the first out, but that will allow Donovan Wittes to cross. Another run for the Redskins at 7-4 now.
Yeah, and that goes down as an RBI for Dallas. That moves the score to 7-4.
So the Redskins responding quite well here in the bottom of the first. Urzik to deal, grounded to first. He'll tag first for the second out, but that allows Justin Downs to cross. So now it's 7-5.
That goes down as an RBI ground out for Connor Lionheart.
And this will bring up the number 9 hitter, Keegan Everidge, for his first appearance today. Urzik with a runner on third. Outside, Bridegroom tracks it down here. That's Xavier Boyd on 3. So the tying run in the box here, it's Keegan Everidge. A lot of runs scored here in the first. Chopper to third. Gloved, thrown. Got the out. Oh, they're calling him safe. Wow. So that will allow Xavier Boyd to cross. Close call there at first. Very close. Close.
That was close. I actually thought from here it looked like he got him, but it was close enough that really can't argue either way.
So Boyd will bring another run across, 7-6. You talk about a response here.
Yeah, that's an RBI single for Everidge, and now the Redskins are back at the top of the lineup.
And Everidge got a good lead there, took the steal sign, and he made it happen. He gets into 2, so the tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. Erzik deals the first pitch to Brady Ford, his second appearance of the day and in this inning. Low and inside. 2-0 count here. My goodness. This has been the most exciting game so far of our season.
Most exciting inning, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, exciting inning. That's for sure. Erzik deals up top, 3-0 count now. What an amazing start for the Jays, and now they've given it right back to the Redskins, and they are hoping to at least tie this thing up in this half inning. Finds the zone that time. Erzik, next pitch. Nope. He'll step off the bump and make Keegan Everidge slide in. Safe at 2. Doesn't even throw it, just makes him go back. Does it again. No one's covering 2. He's just fake throwing it.
Yeah.
Faking Keegan out here. 3-1. Up top, he'll walk Brady Fort. So now the go-ahead run on first, Brady. And now it's Miles McLaughlin. Who else would you want at the plate here, Coach?
Yeah, perfect. Had a RBI double back in earlier in the first inning.
McLaughlin, the right-handed hitter. He comes in today, a 3.08 average, his 16th appearance on the season. Had 3 RBIs coming into today, added 2 more. That's 1 more, excuse me. That's 4 RBIs on the season. He takes the first pitch from Erzik. Next pitch right away, swung on, popped up high, back to left field. Left fielder will have to make a play, and he will. So the bleeding is stopped, but the Jays allow 6 runs to cross, Coach.
Yeah, 6 runs on I'll have to look it up. I'd say 6 runs on 4 hits with 2 runners left on.
7-6 is the score. The Jays lead by 1. We finally go to the top of the second. Up next.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. You can catch local news as well for our area with KVB Broadcasting news reporters, Rusty Nixon and Becca Shepard. You can catch their stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. Feel free to check out Max 98.3 FM's Rusty Nixon right now. He's on the air on the FM dial. Today we are streaming only as it's Meet the Candidates night here in Knox. Our general manager, Lenny Dessauer, handling things on the FM dial there. But here on the stream, we're so glad you've joined us on Live 365, wherever you are throughout the world. 7-6. The North Judson-San Blue Jays lead their heated cross-county rival, the Knox Redskins, Coach.
Yeah, and that was, like we've talked about, that was probably the wildest first inning of high school baseball you could ever imagine. So hopefully now as we get into the middle innings, into the second inning, a baseball game is going to break out here sometime tonight, we hope.
Want to see some defense.
Absolutely.
So we'll start with the cleanup hitter, Aiden Christensen here, number 7 left fielder, right-handed hitter. Christensen, a 143 average, his 17th appearance of the season.
RBI single and scored a run back in the first.
Ooh. And this pitch got away from Carbine, thrown behind the batter.
Behind him. What are we doing here? There's just no flow whatsoever. Oh, they're waiting on, I see, underneath our vantage point here, that a North Judson guy.
Tracking down that
Tracking
wild pitch.
down the wild pitch, you're right.
And the next one's low from Carbine, so a 2-0 count here to Christensen. Carbine to deal. It'll go foul down the right field line. Two-one. Carbine to Christensen. Swung on and missed. Evens up 2-2.
And one thing I'm going to give a little shout out to some of these Judson kids here. They got a little, what do the kids call it now? A little flow coming out the back of the helmet.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
They got some good
hair going.
Guys with some good looking hair on that team.
I don't remember Christensen's hair being that long. The next pitch in a little chin music there from Carbine makes it a full count here. So he stayed patient, and Carbine, the payoff. Foul tip keeps Christensen alive. And it looks like we're going to miss the storms that went north of us here. Still some gray skies that way if you look out to center field. Swing and a miss, strike three. And Christensen is retired for out number one. Brad Erzik, the first baseman, will step in for his second time today.
Reached on an error, scored a run back in the first.
222 average, his 24th appearance of the season. Has 3 hits coming into today, has brought 4 runs across, and an on-base percentage of .364. Swings and misses the first offered pitch from Carbine, who's dialing in here.
Yeah, he's a little more in the strike zone. A lot easier to start an inning out of the windup than to come in out of the bullpen. And, you know, you're in the stretch right away. You got bases loaded when he came in, so he was able to gather himself in the dugout, and much better this inning.
Carbine inside, it's 1-1, and stepping back in is Erzik. Swings and misses the 1-1. It's now 1-2. Carbine, the 1-2. 2-2 now up top. Redskins in all gray with red hats, red belts. Blue Jays, blue jerseys, gray pants with that blue stripe down the side. Erzik will foul this one off out of play. Carbine finds the zone, and going down looking is Brad Erzik. So the Redskins starting to clamp down.
Yeah, good start again from Oakley Carbine this inning. Got the benefit of the call on a borderline pitch there for strike 3, but the Redskins will surely take that.
This brings up the right-handed hitter, Andrew Chambers.
Hit by pitch, scored a run, and drove in a run with that hit by pitch in the first inning.
Takes the first pitch from Carbine, low and away. Chambers, a .062 coming into today on his batting average. Swings and misses the next option. 1-1 now. He has a .286 on-base percentage, though, coming into this afternoon. So he is able to find a way to get on base. Stayed patient on the next one. 2-1 count now. Next pitch. Grounder gets past Weber, and it will be a base hit.
There he's did a good job of getting on base there. Just got a ball over the middle of the plate and hit it hard past the third baseman.
So Aiden Selmer for a second time today steps in.
RBI single back in the first, also scored a run.
A .500 batting average coming into today's matchup. A .500 on-base percentage. And trying to steal two, standing in safe. Ooh, close one is Andrew Chambers. So now he's in scoring position, and that's what we were talking about in the pregame, and that's what Coach Harper said. They need to be aggressive.
And he was lucky right there. He didn't think he needed to slide out there, and they almost got the tag on him as he was slowing down to stop on the base. Always slide in baseball.
Yeah, I know. I think he thought he had enough time.
Yeah.
But Wittes threw it on a frozen rope. The next one misses to Selmer. 2-0 count. Carbine kicks and deals. There goes taking three. Wittes throws it down. Sliding in safe is Andrew Chambers. So they're testing these Redskins here.
Yeah, very aggressive there. Steals second. Now he steals third. With 2 outs, 3-0 count on Selmer. He's in another good spot to not get a run here.
And the Jays need it because you know the Redskins are going to be swinging good.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, takes the next pitch, called strike. (3-1) from Carbine. Popped up by Selmer in the infield. Tracking it down will be Xavier Boyd at short, and that will get the third out. So they don't allow any to cross.
Nope. No runs on one hit, no errors, one runner left on base.
7-6, still the score. The Jays lead the Redskins, bottom of the second, on the way.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
High school sports in Indiana thrives because of our dedicated IHSAA officials. These men and women ensure fair play, safety, and the integrity of every game, from Friday night football to basketball tournaments through baseball and softball seasons. Without them, there are no contests, no rivalries like today, no memories for our student athletes. We thank our IHSAA officials. You make it all possible. We go to the bottom of the second, 7-6. The Jays lead the Redskins, their historic cross-county rival. Mitch Columbia, along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. Things got a little bit better defensively for the Redskins there.
Yeah, Oakley Carbine did a nice job throwing strikes and was able to, he allowed a base hit, but was able to work out of that, and no runs scored there for the Jays. So it started to settle this down into more of a baseball game.
So to start things off for the Redskins, we will see Kane Weber for his second time today.
Walked and scored back in the first.
Brad Urzik starts the second, swing and a miss from Weber. A little off-speed pitch there. Was that a breaking ball?
Yeah, it looked like it was a slider or something. Had Weber way out in front.
Urzik to deal. Misses outside. 1-1 count. Weber, a .375 batting average. Next pitch up top misses. Kane Weber, a .474 on-base percentage. We've heard Coach Waters talk very highly of Kane Weber. And he's one of those guys that's an all-around athlete as well, as he hits one high, fly ball back to right field, and it's gloved quite well by the right fielder. For the Jays, it's Andrew Chambers.
He is. He's number one. He's a great kid. Very coachable. And the thing that's valuable about Kane is his bat's good in the lineup. He knows the game, but he can play anywhere on the field. As a freshman, he caught for me, played some third base, played some left field. So those kind of kids are really valuable on a baseball team.
Donovan Wittes up for his second time today. Swings at one in the hands, strike called. So swings and misses, strike one called, 0-1 count with one out here in the bottom of the second. Urzik deals. Ooh, and dipping out of the way was Wittes. He could have wore it.
Easily could have wore that one, but he wants to swing it, so we'll see here what he does.
He's a power hitter, that's for sure.
He is. He's not wanting to get cheated up there.
Urzik. Outside. 2-1. Next pitch. Low. So 3-1 now. Urzik trying to find the zone and missing. He will end up walking Donovan Wittes, so he'll take his base. And Justin Downs will come in for his second time today.
Yeah, Downs had the big hit back for the Redskins in the first inning with a 2 RBI single to bring them even closer in this game. And that's Wittes' second walk of the day, so he's off to another start where he's on base.
First pitch will miss outside, ball one from Brad Urzik to Justin Downs, the right-handed hitter. Wittes on one with one out here in the bottom of the second. Urzik outside and up top, ball two.
Now Urzik's having trouble finding the zone here. Been behind all three hitters this inning.
Downs will pop one up back to right field. It will be a base hit, a nice little duck snort there, and that'll advance Wittes to 2.
Again, a ball that wasn't hit very hard, but hit in the right place. So the Redskins are back in business here in the second inning.
Brings up Xavier Boyd, his second time today, the left-handed hitter.
We got Ethan Lynham coming in as a courtesy runner for Wittes now that he's in scoring position at second.
And we've seen Lynham do a good job being the courtesy runner for the Redskins the last week or so.
Yeah, we saw him last week in both games run. We saw him pitch, so getting some valuable experience as a freshman.
So the tying run in scoring position, that's the courtesy runner Lynham. The go-ahead run, Justin Downs at 1. Urzik to deal the first pitch to Boyd, in at the hands, dipping out of the way for ball 1.
And back in the first, Xavier Boyd singled and scored.
Urzik will throw back to 2, and Lynham will stand in safe. Next pitch. Bouncing up quickly and saving the day is Brody Bridegroom. And what a comeback story for him. That torn ACL a couple of years ago in football. And that knee is stronger than ever. I had a chance to talk to him in the fall, and he said the surgery went well. He did the physical therapy that was asked of him, and he said the knee's stronger than ever. And it looks like it. You know, being the catcher, that's tough on the knees.
Yeah, you know you're pretty much healed from that surgery if you can still get back there. Physically, that's the toughest position on the field.
He'll stay in front of the next pitch, and now we see a ball 4 walking Justin Downs here. Lightning.
Yeah, we saw that, and that was
closer.
Getting a little bit closer, but we must have been the only ones that saw it.
These guys want this game to go. And holding an aluminum bat, too.
Yeah.
Well, we're safe in here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about us, though. I'll take one of those for the team as long as none of these guys out here have anything bad happen.
And then that begs the question, as the manager, can you come out and say, hey, guys, you know.
No, right now the game's up to the 2 guys on the field. While it's in play, the umpires are in charge. Unless I'm sure the athletic trainer from Knox, and I'm sure Judson has a trainer here as well, they kind of have the technology to know where those are, and it's changed a lot from the days when you look and see lightning.
Right.
That they know how far away it is.
And the gray skies have kind of...
Yeah, it's pretty dark here right now.
Fletcher will pop it back to center.
And that's... It's not a... Fletcher hit a sacrifice fly to center. The runner at third thought there was less than 2 outs, and thought there were 2 outs, so Lynham wasn't tagging. So that leaves the Redskins without a run there.
So with 2 outs, both runners in scoring position, Lynham at 3, Downs at 2, and now stepping in the right-handed hitter. It's Connor Leinhart, takes the first pitch, ball called. Leinhart, a .222 average. 1 RBI coming into this afternoon. Did he have one?
Oh.
Next
This
pitch
is getting
finds
comical.
the zone. Yeah, several lightning strikes.
That one.
That's close. Right over our heads here, the gray skies. But we play on here. Erzik, the 2-0. Outside, Bridegroom tracks it down. 3-0 now from Brad Erzik to Connor Leinhart. Inside, and that will walk Connor and allow the tying run to cross. 7-7 here. Wow. Wow. So the Redskins have come all the way back, and we're only in the bottom of the second. 7-7's the score here. Stepping in is Keegan Everidge. Erzik. And a little dribbler goes foul down the right field line.
Everidge had an RBI single back in the first.
So 0-1 from Erzik to Keegan Everidge. The go-ahead run 90 feet away at third. Justin Downs. Next pitch outside. Ball called, evened up 1-1. Next pitch outside. That one finds the zone to Everidge. 73 degrees here in Knox, gray, cloudy skies, raining in Plymouth not far away. The next pitch will miss up top for a full count now from Erzik. Looks like it's raining in Hamlet just north of us here. Popped up foul out of play, keeping it a full count here. But we have seen some lightning.
It's all right. We're the only ones that have seen it, Mitch.
And we just saw another
There's
one.
another one.
Swing and a miss. Everidge goes down swinging. It keeps the game tied here, 7-7.
1 run on no hits, 3 runners left on.
We'll take a break and come back. The Jays are up to bat next in the top of the third. We'll see what the umpires have a word here together, but we'll be back after this. Top of the third on the way.
Hello there. Is this that First Choice Ag Service place? I'm needing something done on my tractor.
Oh, no, sir. I'm sorry. This is First Choice Insurance.
Well, can you fix my tractor, too?
We insure all types and sizes of farms. We represent many companies who offer all the coverages a farmer may need.
Well, we might need to talk. Had a little issue with the tractor. Might need some coverage.
Phone us in North Judson at 896-3482 or in Knox at 772-5370.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. Tied up ball 7-7 here between the North Judson-San Blue Jays and the Knox Redskins. Lightning here in the area. It looks like the umpires are having a word. I don't know, Coach. I think they're sending the teams back to the dugout here. Yep. So enough now has been seen by these umpires. They're saying we need to wait a 45-minute window now, right, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not exactly sure what the criteria on that is anymore. It used to be a half hour.
So we're being told here
each strike, but
maybe 15 to 20 minutes here between each strike. So in this time frame here, we'll start at the top of the third. We'll stay with this game, and we'll talk a little bit here. We've seen a lot of stats here in the first 2 full innings. It's been incredible, Coach.
We've seen a lot of errors, a lot of walks. We've only had a handful of hits, but a lot of runs, a lot of activity. 4 pitchers through 2 innings. So, and I'm sure that number is going to do nothing but go up here as the teams keep battling after this delay.
Score update. Well, no, not a score update. It looks like the Oregon-Davis game got canceled due to the rain there in their area as Oregon-Davis was taking on Calumet Christian this evening. But lightning here in Knox has kind of stalled this game. Both teams have been told to go to the dugout here as we are streaming this game online only this evening, WKVI.com, as well as you can catch the link on our link tree and all of our social media sites. But if you flip to the 99.3 FM dial, tonight is Meet the Candidates night. And, of course, just in a couple of weeks here, you will be voting here in Stark County. Well, actually, throughout the state, really, but here in Stark County, there will be voting going on in May. So if you want to flip over to the 99.3 FM dial or the TuneIn app, you can catch Meet the Candidates night. But right now, we'll be keeping an eye on this game. It's 7-7. 7 runs crossed in the top of the first for the Jays. What a great start. And we kind of talked with head coach Alvin Harper. He mentioned he wanted to see him aggressive. He wasn't very happy with their outing, their doubleheader outing last night against the Caston Comets. They lost both games. but they start the top of the first strong, 7-6. Or seven runs crossed in the top of the first. It was the bottom half of the first where the Redskins really got things going. They were able to bring 6 runs across. They do a much better job at the top of the second, not allowing anything. And then in the bottom of the second, they get that tying run across. So where we sit, it's 7-7 right now between these two teams. Lightning just struck a moment ago, so that pushes the window back even farther. Been told it may be 15 to 20 minutes between each lightning strike. So we'll keep an eye on this broadcast. We'll play some music as well as commercials to catch us up on our sponsors. We always appreciate all of our sponsors. If you would like to be part of this wonderful tradition, get a hold of me, Mitch, at WKVI. You can call during normal business hours at 574-772-6241. You can also direct message us on all of our social media sites. That's on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max. We'll keep an eye on this ball game. We'll catch back up with you momentarily, but right now it stands 7-7 in this Stark County battle between the North Judson-San Blue Jays and the Knox Redskins. We'll catch up momentarily later on, and hopefully we'll be able to get this game in today because it's a tie ball game, and you do not want to go away with a tie in a game like this. Of course, it is a non-conference battle, but when it's a rivalry like this, you know these teams want to get this game in. So both teams in their respective dugouts. We'll await to see what happens here out onto the field. It looks like head coach Dustin Waters is walking out into the infield to check on the mound. But right now, with lightning in the area, we are on a lightning delay. Tied up 7-all. We'll start the top of the third hopefully soon, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. McGrath Refrigeration, voted Stark County's favorite heating and air conditioning dealer, is your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call today, 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Get all of your automobile needs done at Sideline Automotive. They're thankful the community has trusted them and voted them the #1 tire store, #2 place to get your oil changed, and one of the top 3 places to go for auto repair. For off-road performance and complete auto repair, call Joey at 574-249-5537.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
Are you tired of slow speeds, rising bills, or internet that struggles when everyone's online? Then now is the time to make the switch to Surf Internet. Here's why Aaron switched.
Competitive prices, no contracts, reliable service, and nice people to work with.
Switch today so you can experience the Surf difference. Fiber internet plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, plus free installation and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
LAP Waste can offer services for trash removal, large or small. Here's Kirby Anderson.
We do offer front load service in 2, 4, 6, and 8 yard dumpsters for front loads. And we also do a lot of roll off in 12s, 15s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and we even got quite a few packers at job sites that are permanent places to where they need to dispose of a lot of trash.
Here's Honey Lamer.
Just give us a call at 574-542-4019 and we'll get you all set up.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website, at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Lightning delay here in Knox as it's a tie ball game. Standing by to start the top of the third. 7-7 between the Knox Redskins and their heated cross-county rival, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. I don't know if we've ever experienced a lightning delay together, Coach, in the 3 years we've done this together.
No, we haven't. We've had pretty good weather. We've had some cold ones and maybe some windy ones, but we haven't had one of these.
From what we're told, it's about 15 to 20 minutes between each lightning strike. I remember last season them saying 45 minutes, so I guess it's kind of up to the umpires what they want to do.
Somewhere there is a criteria on how long you have to wait per IHSA or NFHS rules for this, but
it looks like
we'll go by what we were told.
It looks like the Redskins are going to bring out some tarps as rain started coming down, light rain here in Knox. They're going to throw the tarps out at home plate and then also the mound to kind of keep it dry because they want to get this game in. You know, I was talking in the break before. Even though it's a non-conference game, this is a game you just want to finish between your rival.
You do, and right now it's a game that early on it's a game that, you know, we talked about how North Judson wasn't playing very good baseball and Knox was up and down, and, you know, both teams want to continue this game because they both feel right now they're both in it and both have a chance.
Well, and it's kind of interesting. You know, you coach for a long time in the area, and you've probably experienced a lot of these, and I'm sure they kind of go longer than you'd like sitting in that dugout. Talk about the mindset maybe of the coaching staff, maybe you as the head coach, but also keeping the guys, you know, focused here.
Well, first of all, you do what they're doing right now, and that's the Redskins are out. They got things tarped, just in the mound and home plate, just in case this game gets going again. I haven't been involved of many that were delayed and then played after that. You know, it doesn't usually, if you get lightning and you get some rain and that kind of stuff, you get enough that it's going to wash you out and it's just too wet. You don't have enough daylight to do it. So I haven't played a lot where you've came back in, but you just want to keep the kids loose. Keep them in the dugout. Coaches, I mean, I would normally be in no mood to be joking around and staying loose, so I'm thinking about things and just making sure the kids don't do anything stupid.
Well, I guess we're getting word they are calling this game, so they're not even going to wait this one out. They're going to call this game here. Interesting. Saw the Knox assistant head coach come over and say they're calling it. Javelin Norm, our public address announcer, said they called it and told her to pack things up for the scoreboard. So they're not going to sit around here and wait, Coach.
Well,
I'm surprised.
I'm a little surprised too, and that could be in a non-conference game.
Saying why waste more pitches?
Both teams are in a pitcher shortage, and you know it's kind of like back if you ever been to spring training baseball. You know, you get to the 6th, 7th, 8th inning in a game that really doesn't matter a whole lot, and both coaches decide that's it, we're done.
So does this go down as a tie?
It goes down as nothing because stats don't even count.
So it's just
yep, it's just nothing.
So it's as if Xavier Boyd didn't pitch any.
Yeah, there isn't a win, there isn't a loss, there's no stats in this one.
Now, what if we got all the way to the 5th inning? Is there a cutoff?
Then you play. There is a cutoff. It's got to be an official game, so you have to be in the 5th inning for it to count for anything. But then if it was a conference game, conference rules supersede what that would be. Obviously, this is a non-conference game, so it would just be regular baseball rules, whatever the score is when both teams have had 5 at-bats, or the losing team has had 5 at-bats.
So we will not finish this game here in Knox between these two rivals. It stops at 7-7. Very interesting way to end this game here. But that is what they've decided here in Knox. They're going to go ahead and call it. Let's see. The Redskins, they're back in action. Let's go ahead and pull up their schedule here. After tonight, this game will just they probably won't even reschedule this game.
I doubt it.
Like you said,
at this
non-conference.
point. Yeah.
But they will see on Thursday and Friday. It's a conference opponent, Tippecanoe Valley. What do you know about Tippecanoe Valley? Historically, they a good?
Historically, they were really good in the days I coached. I know Knox has had good since joining the conference. Knox has had a good. I'm losing my word. I want to find, but they've had good luck when they face the Vikings, so it's a good quality matchup, and now it's just turning into a lightning show out here.
So it looks like they've made the right decision today to go ahead and call this game. It won't even go down as a game. The stats won't count.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it's 5:40. We're over an hour in, and there's just being in the third inning, there's not enough daylight to finish
and
this
there's
one
no
tonight.
lights here at
Nope.
Knox.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and say we won't even have a play of the game or an Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game unless you want to go for it.
We could for what we had.
Well, let's go to the post game and get our sponsors.
Sure, okay.
But all in all, that kind of stings if you're the Jays or the Redskins. You wanted to take on your rival. What do you say? You're the head coach of either team right now. How do you handle this when they call it quite like they did tonight?
Well, for the Jays, I think you're excited because you came out here against Knox's best two pitchers and you scored 7 runs. You made them go to the bullpen in the first inning. You were able to do some things, and so I think you're excited about the 2 innings that you played here. For the Redskins, it's probably the first inning. They weren't excited about anything that they did, but they fought back. And they made this a game after a 7-0 deficit before they've even come to bat. So, there's things both teams can take out of this.
Jays are scheduled to take on Argus Thursday and Friday, but I've been seeing where Argus is kind of forfeiting games this season. I'm not sure if they have enough guys or how that's working out for them. But if they do not play, they will be on Thursday and Friday. They're in a doubleheader against non-conference Elkhart Christian. We'll see them next week against the Winamac Warriors. That'll be a good game. But a busy week for us. We're scheduled to see softball games on Thursday and Friday. The Winamac Lady Warriors taking on their cross-county rival, the West Central Lady Trojans, and then back in Winamac on Friday to see the Knox Lady Redskins take on the Winamac Lady Warriors in the War on 35. We'll take a break and come back for our Collins Insurance post-game show. We'll go ahead and have a Stark County Co-op play of the game, as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
We got through 2 full innings of play. 7-7 was the score, but due to the lightning and rain coming through here in Knox, this game has been canceled between the North Judson-San Blue Jays and the Knox Redskins. A wild couple innings that you saw. Stats to share from the first 2.
It is. Started off, North Judson scored 7 right off the get-go on just one hit in that time. And, they knocked Redskins starter Xavier Boyd out of the game before he even recorded an out. So, but then they turned around in the bottom half and they knocked Selmer out before he recorded an out and got 6 runs of their own. So they were starting to settle in and play baseball, and just Mother Nature has different ideas at this point.
Well, an interesting first 2 innings. We'll take a quick break, come back for our Stark County Co-op play of the game. While this game didn't finish, we'll still have a play of the game and a player of the game here in the Collins Insurance post-game show, so stay tuned.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
and we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
2 full innings of play, game canceled due to the lightning, and now rain really soaking the infield and outfield. So now we have our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game through the first 2 innings, Coach.
Play of the game for me was that first inning, getting off the bus, getting warmed up, and North Judson came out and put 7 runs. Really did a good job of putting the ball in play. But Aiden Selmer, in the seventh batter for North Judson, he ended up knocking in a run on a base hit. Would have been their 6th run, and then he scored the 7th run. So that right there would have been the play of the game, and it held up. They were tied through 2. So just jumping off offensively in the first inning, and Aiden Selmer with that RBI single.
We'll take a break, come back. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is up next here in the Collins Insurance postgame show.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Appreciate you, JT. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
So who you thinking, Coach?
Well, looking at the score sheet for both teams, there's one player in today's game that had multiple hits, and that was Justin Downs, Redskins second baseman. So he had, in the first inning, a 2 RBI single, scored a run later that inning, and then in his at-bat in the second inning also reached base on a single. So for him having 2 hits, a big 2 RBI single to get the Redskins back in the game, so Justin Downs will earn that award tonight.
2 full innings of play is all we saw. They'll cancel the game due to lightning. It's already going on 6 p.m. Central, so no lights here in Knox. The game was called, so it doesn't even go down as a game. It's just a free-for-all.
Just basically organized 2-inning practice is what tonight turned into.
Well, KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action this coming Thursday to see the West Central Lady Trojans host their heated cross-county rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors, for some rivalry softball action. We plan to go live at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM. We will be back on the FM dial on Thursday and online, of course, on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every Saturday throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. We go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all KVB Sports content. Shortened day, but final word from you, Coach.
Oh, just always good when you can get out to a baseball game. So I know I walked down during the delay right as it started, and you can't tell from up here, but it was wall-to-wall people here inside the fenced-in area. So that's always good to see that baseball has got, and the rivalry has a lot to do with that. But it's always good to see people coming out and watching baseball. I love it. And, you see something every night that you haven't seen before. And tonight there was a couple of those. Absolutely.
It looks like we'll see you on the 28th at Winamac. North Judson is taking on their other rival.
Next Friday, I believe, is that game, and I'm looking forward to that. I love to get out and see the Redskins, some of the kids that I've coached in the past, but always good to see. I still have a great relationship with the coaches. It'll be so good to see Mark Hendricks down there at Winamac, who is just about as quality a guy. I mean, I can't speak more highly of him and his brother and the job they do with kids in our area. So just two great human beings.
Well, it was 7-7, but the game is called due to lightning and rain after 2 full innings of play. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball. For our sports analyst Kevin Hannon, our in-game announcer John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.